Hello, sports fans, and welcome back. Boy, it's good to be back in the interviewer's chair now. You've missed us. I know you've missed us over the summer, but here we are. We're back, and it's football time again. And so we're going to do our best in the next 4 months to bring you the most complete coverage of Eastland County football. We're going to have the coaches show. You're going to see us in the paper. You're going to see us on Facebook, on the internet. We're just going to try to do everything we can to make sure that we cover Eastland County football and sports in general. And here's what we're going to do with our coaches show. We are going to divide the coaches show. Instead of having one long 30-minute show, we're going to give you the Cisco coaches show. We're going to give you the Eastland coaches show. Going to be about a 5-6 minute show. You'll be able to check out your team from your school and see what's going on. All right, let's talk about the Rising Star Coaches Show. That's where we're at right now. Coach Randy Jones is in his first year as head coach of the Wildcat football team. Just a few moments, we're going to go down to Rising Star and visit with Coach Jones in his office to see how the Wildcats did this past summer. They look to capitalize on their by-district victory last season, having to fill some holes, but Coach Jones is excited. Why don't we see what he has to say right now? All right, Coach Jones, thanks for your time this morning. Again, welcome to Rising Star. Want to ask you a couple of questions about the football summer two-a-days, how your two-a-days went, your scrimmages, your early assessment of how the Wildcats look here early in the year.
Well, of course, I got here about the middle of July, basically, is when I got settled in here. So we started opening up the weight room and giving the kids access to some facilities on their own while I was moving furniture at the house. But we've got a good group of young kids. We've got a very small number. That's the biggest problem we have. Right now we've got 10 or possibly 11 kids on our roster, which makes it a little bit difficult in certain areas, such as you're worried about, the depth of your players. I've had 3 of my older kids that came back from last year's team that have been injured all summer. But we've only able to have one scrimmage. We've rained out our last one because of the lightning and everything else. But in our first scrimmage, we showed that we are on the infant stage of what we're trying to do. We weren't real good at times, but there were 3 or 4 plays offensively and a set on defense that gave us a look at what we might have in the future.
Great. This week we've got Blanket, I believe, and that's your first regular season game here at Rising Star. I know it's early, but what do you know about Blanket, and how are they going to challenge the Wildcats this Friday evening?
Well, Blanket's got a pretty good little ball club. Now, they lost a lot just like we did. We lost a lot here at Rising Star. They lost a few also. They got their returning tailback. I can't remember his name, but I saw him on film a couple of times. The kid can play a little bit. They've got a little bit of size. Their coach has been there and got a program going that looks pretty good. We, like I say, we're infants right now, and so while we're in the sandbox, those other people are out there playing on the field. But we're building. I've got a good bunch of older kids that are coming on. Some that didn't play last year or the year before, due to various and sundry reasons, but they're coming out this year, and we're trying to see what we've got. Blanket's going to be okay. They're going to run that tight double back and try to bring it to you and make you stop them. And we didn't do a very good job of that in our first scrimmage, but we're still practicing going towards that.
Cool. And again, I know it's early, but I want to ask you just a little bit about district. As you look down the road, Rising Star's in a new district. We're able to win district and by district last year. Tell us what you know a little bit about what you see in district play.
Well, our district is Strawn, Woodson, Moran, and ourselves. And, of course, Strawn's going to be, even though they lost a few key players last year, Dwayne Lee does a great job up there. And they'll just reload and come out there. They're going to be the team to beat in our district. Moran, I understand, is a good junior class that have stayed with it now, and they're working together. I don't know much about Woodson. I just know that about 5 years ago, Woodson beat me so bad we got on a bus with our tail between our legs in a playoff game. We played up at Sanger, but I know that the program's been down a few years with numbers, and so I'm not real sure. I haven't had a chance to really check and see what they've got. But I think you got Strawn at the top, and the rest of us are battling for that second spot. And,
yes, sir.
And hopefully we'll develop into a team that really legitimately belongs in that conversation.
Great. Hey, Coach, again, thanks for your time on this busy day.
Thank you.
Thanks, Coach Jones, for taking time out of your busy morning to visit with us here at the paper. The Rising Star Wildcats, Lady Wildcats, will be running cross country very soon. Soon as we get those dates and schedules, we're going to put them in the paper, let you know when they're going to be running around the country. Friday night football is right around the corner, and the Wildcats will travel to Blanket this Friday evening and take on Blanket. 7:30 is the kickoff. Come out and support the Wildcats. Let's go, Wildcats.